Hi, this is Amy. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. Today I'm going to do just kind of a quirky blue flower design on this glass vase. I did coat this, just kind of doing a little test to see if this makes any difference, because these flowers that I'm painting will need me to be able to do a little bit of a different kind of a stroke with the brush. So I'm hoping that it'll do well because I coated it with Mod Podge. This is the dishwasher safe gloss. So I put that on first, hit it with my heat gun to give it some drying time, and we'll see how that works, see if it helps. The brushes I'm using today are a 3/4 flat brush and a number 12 flat brush. Both of these are by Plaid. They're one-stroke brushes. And then a dotting stylus. So just two brushes, simple. Paint I'm using Thicket, Cerulean Blue, Periwinkle, Moon Yellow, Medium Blue, and last but not least, Fresh Foliage. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, should just show you quickly how I'm loading my brush. Just dipping it into, I have the two colors next to each other that I'm going to be using, so I kind of go into the darker blue side, then I can go over here and do the blending strokes. Then if I want to tip in some of the periwinkle, I can just slightly tip it in. I like to tip it in on the lighter side, but that's, again, up to you. I am going to move my plate over because I want more room to actually paint this design. I am using this larger brush. This is a little bit larger painting surface, so I'm hoping that's okay, that it gives me enough room to do so. So once again, very easy. I'm going to just do the stroke where I come up, come back down, and as I come back down I turn my brush just a smidge. And let's do the stroke again, because I want to have a clean turn here. See if I can get that on here or not. If not, I could go back over that. For this purpose, I think it's doing fine, so I'm going to just keep going with it. So I think it is making a difference. I know definitely if I had it base coated with a paint, it would be even better. So once again, I'm just coming back and I'm going to turn it like that. If I feel like it's not, I can actually go back over it again, tip up, pull back, and then turn it some. Alright, so then I'm going to just keep going around here until I filled it. It doesn't really matter how many petals you have in this flower. It's just a made-up flower. So if you have 5, 6, 7, it's fine. Just pull them back real easy and then turn it a little bit. If you're doing this on other surfaces, because obviously this design does not have to just be done on glass, you won't have an issue with this part of what I'm doing. It's because it's on glass that it makes it a little bit more difficult. The other thing you could do is allow it some dry time, and that will make a difference as well. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to do it again. I'd get this one a little bit smaller. Do it again. Come back around. Come back up. Pull around. Swing it around. Now you also could do, so I forgot that I actually left a little bit of a space in between also on my initial sample. I'm not really doing that on here, but that's okay. And space, what I mean by that is in between. It's like I'd leave a space over here and then come back down and turn. But it's fine. Alright. I'm just going to do a few blooms here. just to give you just a little simple demonstration of this design. And you could use a smaller brush too, which is probably what I should be doing about now, but I'm not going to switch. I'm going to use my smaller one for my leaves. This kind of reminds me of a pinwheel. I don't know why. But when I was doing this design, I'm thinking, boy, that looks like a pinwheel. Doesn't it? I hope you like this video. I appreciate you. If you're having any special projects that you're working on right now, love to have you share them. Down below would be awesome. Alright, so there we have our flowers. The only thing else I'm going to do to them is take my dotting stylus and then just do some simple little dots in the center. And you can do a lot. You can do some small ones, some larger ones. However you want to do the center. I'm just going to keep it with yellow. You could actually add, some more colors to it, but I think it's pretty just being simple, and leave it like that. And that one's going to have too much paint on it for me. Way too much paint. Alright, and then one last flower. Like I said, very simple flower for you to do. And I'm going to go to my smaller brush, do the same basic thing, loading of the brush that I did with the blue, and I'm going to keep it where I have it right now, primarily because I don't want it to, the paintbrush to fall. I have the other paintbrushes sitting up here. So I'm doing together the Thicket, the fresh foliage, tipping my brush on the side of the fresh foliage, tipping it into the yellow, the moon yellow, and then I'm going to do my little vines. Now I can do it as if it's the way, whoops, I pulled the blue into that, sorry about that. That'll happen if you're going wet on wet. I can pull this down here, and if I want to make it look like it has a stem, I can pull it down. That's fine. Like I said, just keeping it simple. The leaves that I'm using in this are actually just going to be kind of like you're doing the one-stroke ones, which they are one-stroke ones, but you're doubling them. For some reason I like these on the glass. I think primarily because they give good coverage. And then I'll just pull a little stem in here and around. You can do other leaves though. That's not the only one, but I was just trying to keep it just simple for video purposes. And you can do just the regular one-stroke leaves that are just singular. Just keep in mind though, and I like to try to mention this on all my videos, if you have more of a, with this type of paint at least, if you have more of a design that is very opaque, that will be more durable. Not such of a worry when you come to like vases and such that aren't going to be handled a lot, but when you're talking about like a wine glass or some kind of drinkware, that does really matter, because you don't want the design coming off easily, or like while your people are using the glass. I have had people tell me, not with this kind of paint, but just with paint in general, because some people will try to use just regular acrylics, which if you put an additive in it, you know, if there is a glass additive, I'm not even sure. I think that there is. But if you put a glass additive in it, then it probably wouldn't be bad. However, if you're just using regular acrylic paint and you're not doing that, the paint can actually start coming off in their hands as they're drinking. Do not recommend that at all. I've had people ask me in the past about, you know, using just regular acrylic paint. My suggestion to you is, if you ever have a question about something like that, try it. You know, don't do it and then sell it to somebody or give it to somebody as a gift thinking it's okay, because if it's not, that is going to be a mess. And you don't want that. You know, you work so hard on your projects, whether it's for yourself or you're giving it as a gift. You know, keep it nice. Make sure that you're doing it the right way, and if you have questions, of course, ask somebody. I'm more than glad to answer questions. I've painted thousands of pieces of glassware, and literally, it's not a made-up number. And I would hate for you to do your work and then have it messed up, or be embarrassed by it, you know, that kind of thing, that you know, it did come off in somebody's hands. That would not be good. Alright, I think I'm going to stop. I'm crazy about leaves, but I think I'm going to stop. I think this is very, very pretty. It's kind of a unique design. And I am going to couple it with my practice sheet, so you'll see what I mean, because I actually left some spacing on most of the leaves, not all of them, but most of them in the center. But I think this still turned out really nice. Hope you like it too. If you do, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. I am trying to grow my channel, so it's real important that you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos, my designs. If you would please, after you view the video, make sure you hit that share button underneath the video. It's very easy to share this on your social network with all your family and friends. That would be much appreciated. Alright, thanks again for stopping by. I do appreciate you viewing this video and taking the time to make comments or share, subscribe. And until the next time, you have a good one and stay healthy. See you then.